I got 52 minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another radio show here for your humble host, Mike Camo. I believe this is episode 462. Yeah, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry I haven't transmitted one of these. I'm going to start a brand new week and a brand new, and this is the anniversary month. So I have, I have not produced a heck of a lot of these. So this is the anniversary month. So I'm planning to do, well, if you guys didn't forget, if you guys are living under a rock and didn't remember who I was, I'm your humble host, Mike Camo, here for another one of these. I believe it is episode 62-ish. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So yeah, today is the anniversary month of this channel. I think it's in another 23 days that this, actually 22, that this channel is turning, wow, I can't believe it. This channel is turning 5 years old on the 25th of May. So May is going to be an action-packed month. It's going to be good work. After all the sickness and all this other stuff, I had the weekend off, and I have tomorrow off. And then Tuesday through whenever, I'm just going to be working 100%. Ready to get back on it and do whatever I do best. Work was interesting last week. Kind of was a little dull getting back into it, but I was excited to be back. Hopefully, so I'm planning to produce one of these each day this week. This week during anniversary month, I'm going to plan to do one each and every single day that I can. So I'm going to end up, so I have 5 upload days. I'm going to try to upload every single day. So hopefully by the end of the month, so if I do 5 a week, there's, so five times 5 weeks, I'll have about 25. So I'll have about, 85 of these by the end of the month. So, 80, well, I'll have somewhere between 75 and 80. You guys know me. I'm inconsistent as usual, but, don't worry. I'm all right. Things are good. I haven't been sick. Quarantine's over. Happy to have my health. Happy that everything came back. If you guys haven't seen me in a while, my test came back negative for the COVID-19. That's always good. And I hope you guys are all doing good. You guys are safe. You guys are social distancing. You guys are dousing your hands in Purell, because that's what I've been doing the last 3 months. The last 3 months we've been, the last month or so that I've been in this thing. So, so what can you expect? Well, pool's going to be opening very soon at the end of May, so maybe some vlogs outside. I'm not going to be taking this thing for a test drive outside. No. I may do a phone vlog here and there near the pool, maybe on a day off or something, or maybe at the end of the day when I come back home, because technically I'm not going to be able to go on vacation anywhere while this thing is going. So we have a vacation place away from a vacation place right now. So I'm going to plan to record almost every single day. I will bite the back of my hand to remind myself to record every single recording day. You guys know my recording days are Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So, because, 2 at the beginning of the week, 1 in the middle of the week. I'm going to bring the midweek catch up, hopefully. And maybe when I get home, I'll do vlogs outside, because I need to do those, because I need to get some fresh air. After being cooped up, with the virus last week or so, kind of sucks, but, hopefully this week and hopefully the rest of the days will be good, because, we're still trying to fight this thing. And, as I said, wash your hands, social distance, douse your hands with Purell. That's what I've been doing. In fact, I have this little bottle of Purell that I bring to work with me. I maybe douse my hands, maybe, I'm going to say probably 10 times a day, maybe just little, probably 10 to 12 times a day. Just little droplets of it because I want to make sure it lasts. And then if I need to, I'll just get a bottle because my mom has a ton of them because she has to use them actually because she's a nurse and she has to use the whole riot gear thing too. So she has a whole thing of Purell. So yeah, my hands literally smell like Purell when I get home sometimes because I douse my hands in it so much. But yeah, just wash up, make sure you guys have a routine for keeping your clothes clean. Like I do. Like when I get home, I'll just reiterate what I do. When I get home, I take my shoes off, socks and everything. I put them in. I don't put them in a separate bag. I have them on my person, and then I bring them into the bathroom that I take my shower in. I shower up. I make sure I clean, and make sure everything's all good to go. Then I come upstairs up here. I shave if I have to in the bathroom, and then I'll come up here and I'll relax, play the Switch, play some videos on the iPad, and maybe I'll go into the game room and play PS4. Maybe I'll just clean the kitchen, do something, just keep my brain going. But yeah, I have a process so I can stay alert and everything. So and everything else. So here at 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes in. But yeah, I just been trying to do my best. My friends Tom and Megan are doing well. April's doing well. She's I think she's returned already. She's returned back to work, I believe. And I wasn't in when she returned this weekend, so it'll be good to see her on Tuesday or Wednesday when she comes back. It's be a good, nice little reunion after about a month, because she took off time for Anime Boston and then she took 2 weeks for quarantine. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. We'll have the whole team back together again, and the month of May is going to be amazingly awesome for us all. So I just wanted to tell you guys some of the changes I noticed around town because I've taken a couple walks this weekend. So Friday and Saturday, I've both taken walks, and a lot of the stores now require you to wear a mask. A lot of the food is takeout now, and the traffic around town is a lot less because I think since I started walking, I think I've only run into like 3 people on the street, and most of them have masks mostly. Since I'm in open air, I'm not close to anybody. I really don't have to deal with it. But I try to take the routes that I know I'm not going to see people. Since I'm not near people and I'm not going into establishments, I really don't have the masks. And if I see somebody on the street, I make sure to keep my 6 feet away from them, because it's prolonged contact that's going to cause me to get it again, or get it, or get me sick. But I don't know. I might start wearing a mask if I feel like it, and everything else. But so far, the 3 people that I've come in contact with, they haven't been on my side of the street, which is good. So I don't need the mask, and I know the route and I know when to go anyway. So either I go early in the morning or I go late in the afternoon when I know people aren't going to be around. Also, you know, it's hitting a lot of small businesses. I know there's a pizza guy that's going to be having to shut down because he can't pay his rent. We know the guy very well. Makes some great pizza, but he can't maintain because you know, all he's surviving on is takeout deliveries, and that's about it. You know, and that's not enough to survive at the moment. Not too many people are trusting food. So I mean, a lot of people are doing Uber Eats or DoorDash or Grubhub or something like that. But you know, it's better if we have all of our stuff here and we hunker down, and we have all our food sources here. That's the reason why we have why when we buy food, we just try to ration it and we try to do our best because we don't want to keep going to the store and everything. Even though we go through a lot of stuff like food, cheese, milk, and all that other stuff. So yeah. Also, I've been, um, I actually, my dad and I actually took a drive in his Camaro today. We actually cleaned it up and did some detailing, and we took it out for a quick spin. We were out for maybe like an hour and a half, and we ended up putting like 40 miles on the thing, and just a nice little drive with it. It hasn't opened up its legs in a while, so I so it's nice to just go out and have a quick dash. Um, yeah, and I notice a lot of yeah, and as I said, a lot of restaurants aren't eat in; they're all takeout. Um, I know the TJ Fridays was lively across the street. We don't have Starbucks or Pizza Hut going right now because of the virus. Those won't be in there for a while and everything. So some businesses in our store are going to get hurt than others. Although we're making a lot of money in groceries, so I can't complain. And the hours are flooding in. So, but I just have to stay safe and make sure everything's good. Um, Social distancing is a problem for some people. I've noticed that some people are a little off on it. Some people have trouble maintaining 6 feet, and some people don't wear masks, especially some of the ship people that we do. Ship people, for those of you who know it, are the people that order food for everybody. They go in there and they deliver the food for people who can't come out of their houses because either they don't want to, or they just have, or they're vulnerable. The vulnerable citizens, people that have the depressed immune systems, people who are over 65, those sort of people. It's good that there's people out there risking their lives, but at the same time, please stay 6 feet so we can help each other out and not get each other infected. Hopefully not. Um, but yeah, I noticed there's some people that know how to do it. I mean, I ran into some customer the other day. She stayed her 6 feet. That was great. And she was like, "Oh, I'm making sure I'm maintaining my 6 feet." And I'm like, "Thank you very much, because that's what we want you to do. And that's what you want us to do." So, um, I think maybe I've had maybe 5 or 6 people that don't know how to social distance properly, but I've tried to come up with some techniques to make sure that that doesn't happen, so that I stay the 6 feet. When we're searching for food items, that's something that we do, especially with some of the ship people. They don't want to keep their distance. I tell them just what's the UPCI number and UPC, and I'll be able to look it up for you. And they have to bring it up to your face. And I said, just tell me what it is. I can see what you're doing. I'll look it up on the machine, and I'll look on the machine. I said, well, let me just look it up and let me stay 6 feet. And I back up, stay 6 feet. Um, I definitely had to change techniques over the years because it's now obviously I have my mask and my glasses are good eye protection, and everything. I wish I did have a splatter shield, but it may come to that, but we don't know yet. But yeah, it's definitely scary times. But if we get through this, we'll be very good. And we're we're just at the foot of this thing. We're not at the peak yet. We're at the foot of this thing. We're slow. Well, we're not at the foot, but we're up a ways. But we're not at the peak, and we're not going to go down for some time. But hopefully that peak and that downhill will come soon, because none of us want this, because people are suffering. People's livelihoods are getting destroyed. We just want this thing to come and go as fast as we can. Um, but yeah, it has to get worse before it can get better. I'm just hoping that we find the peak of this thing sooner rather than later, because I think all of us want it, because this is a virus. But if we can figure this out, we can get the vaccine, we can test it, we can get it out long enough. And it's a lot of people are predicting that this thing is going to stretch out sometime. It's amazing what the human race can do. I'm very I'm actually very faithful in the human race. I know we can come up with a solution. Obviously, this is a man-made thing, and obviously, well, man, animal, whatever it is, obviously, this is something that was started by man because obviously we contracted it from our own actions, and we can definitely solve this because a man-made problem can be solved by man, as John Fitzgerald Kennedy once said. He would go, we have a man-made problem, therefore it can be solved by man. And he definitely is right. I mean, JFK, he died young, but definitely a good speaker. He was a very good politician, minus some of his other activities, but he had some very good speeches, and he guided us through maybe some of the craziest times in the craziest times in the early 60s. So I was not around then, but he was a great politician. He was very, a lot of people were kind of about him, but I think that one speech that he made was really, really good. And a lot of people can't compare him because he was in a totally different time frame and a time zone. So as he said, a man-made problem, what we dealt with was a man-made problem. Therefore, it can be solved by a man, and we can get through this. So hopefully everybody stays faithful. Everybody prays. Hopefully we get a vaccine, and if there are any hardships that come up, well, we're obviously going to have to find ways to get around certain problems. We're just going to take the problems as we get them, and we're going to solve them because we are a very resourceful country, and we will adapt and we will survive, and we can survive. So everybody, I pray that this human race, this graceful human race, stays strong. When we find a solution, we try to get through this thing as best we can. We take it day by day. We solve this man-made problem. We'll do good. However long it takes, we'll beat this menace. One day at a time. Everybody, my name is Mike Camo. This is the MC Massachusetts Central Radio Show, episode 62, I believe it is. I'm done for tonight. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next radio show. I'll have something. I'll have a speech or something. I'll have something to talk about tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be recording every day this week and almost every day this week, and hopefully, well, not every day, but every recording day that I have. For those of you guys who do not know, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days. I'm going to record all 5 of those recording days, and I will try to try to spread the word, and try to keep everybody going. Thank you, and have a good night, everybody. And this ends the broadcast, the radio show broadcast for the night. Peace out.